Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Tiny Tina's Chaos Runs, as I've been calling them.
Are you prepared?
I am prepared, Dragon Lord. This is run number 14 out of 35. Oh, I need that drink. And if you're new here on watching these, then welcome. We are just going to play Tiny Tina's Chaos Chamber for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Used to be 10 minutes back in the good old days of Chaos Chamber number 8 and such. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here, we're gonna talk, and we're just gonna kill things and see if we can get Chaos level 35. That is our goal. I say see because I'm not a master at building characters in these games. So unlike other Borderlands YouTubers, which I don't consider myself to be one, it'd be nice, but I don't consider it. I'm not good at character building and knowing what gun does what and how this works, and I'm not a boss melter, or else this series would probably be, you know, already near the end. But we had a special one in episode 11 where we went through and we killed all of the little, I don't want to call them raid bosses, but they're kind of like raid bosses, I guess. Okay, I already got that cosmetic. I forget what I was gonna say. I really do. Oh yeah, I'm not one of those Borderlands YouTubers who's a master at crafting characters and knowing the best builds, and I'm not a fan of looking up builds either. I just kind of go, hey, this looks cool. I'm going to choose this thing, and then level that up, and then choose this thing. And normally my builds, quote unquote builds, are pretty nice. They're normally, I normally just brute force myself through these games. If I'm under leveled, I somehow power through like a champion. And I did a whole, you can kind of see what I've been going for in this game. I don't know if I have the skill tree parts in the video, but I did a whole Let's Play series on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It was the first Borderlands game where I did a full Let's Play series of. And I should probably go back, and I think I've said in an episode before, I should probably go back and do 3 and then play 1, because I played 2 to death, and then save 2 for last, because I'm like, do I want to play 2? I'm sure some people feel that way about 1, like, is it gonna play 1? Isn't that old? Like, it is, but 1 has a charm to it. 2 has Handsome Jack, but 2 was also out for a very, very, very long time, and I played the ever-living hell out of 2. And then, yeah, I'm like, yeah, 3 has been out for years, but I've not played 3 as nearly as much as I've played 2. Like, oh, I got an itchy ear. They can hit me for a second or two. I got this. Yeah. I've not put nearly enough hours. 2 is like the, how do I say it? The MMO that you never beat. You just keep going back, you keep hitting play, and it never ends. He's like, yeah, I beat the story like 800 times and the DLC, but are you ever truly done? Is 1 ever truly done with Borderlands 2? It never feels like it. It never feels like you do everything. And if you did do everything, you hit new game and you do it all again, but you play as somebody else. And that game has like 6 characters with the DLC characters. So I'm like, oh no. Speaking of new characters, now that I'm thinking about it, within the next month or so, when the new DLC comes out for this game, that's the 3rd one, and I think there's 3 DLCs that come out for this one. And that last one I know has a new class coming out for it, so I'm gonna have to try out the new class when that comes out. See if it's any good. See if it's fun. I'm sure they're carefully crafting it as it goes. But it should be interesting when it comes out. Because I know after, like I told you guys, when we're done here doing all the Chaos Chambers, we're gonna tackle some DLC. It's essentially more Chaos Chambers, but bigger. They're just bigger Chaos Chambers. But they have, you know, cool evolving bosses. I bought the Chaotic Raid Edition of this game. Am I happy about the DLCs? No, I am not. Am I gonna play them? Yes, because it's more content, and I just want more. Give me more of these games. Grenades for days. Who's talking? Is it you? Because I'm one of those people who's like, there's 2 types of fans on something. There's the fans that go, let's say zombies. Let's use zombies as an excuse. There's the types of fans that are of zombies who go, oh man, I like zombies before they became mainstream on the market. Now everything has zombies in it. There's that type of fan, and there's me as the type of fan who goes, oh man, I loved zombies before they became mainstream. Now so they put zombies in everything. Oh, there's a difference. I'm the latter. I'm the guy who's like, oh, there's zombies in the train simulator now? Okay, give it to me. Let's go. I'm ready. Like, yeah, when they say too much of something is a bad thing, I think that's subjective. It depends on what it is. Too much chocolate cake, that's a bad thing. Too much zombies, you cannot have too much zombies. There's just a higher percentage of the zombies. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of crap out there, but there's the percentage that you're gonna find something good in the crap, rather than not having any crap at all. Would you rather have 100 zombie themed things and 95% of that be crap and the other 5% be good? Or would you just rather have 0 of any of that? And that includes wiping out that 5% of the good stuff. I think I'll take my chances on the more is better on that front. And, you know, I love Borderlands. Give me more Borderlands. Just keep feeding it to me, and I'm gonna keep buying it. As long as let's see, because there's stipulations. Because you can't. As long as the gameplay and format is kind of the same, with some twists here and there, right? As long as it's the same principle, but kind of added on to. And when I say added on to, there's how do I say it? With the recent updates to this game specifically, here's like the add-ons and twists I'm talking about. They have now 4 types of legendary weapons. They have a normal legendary. They have a percentage once you get high enough that you unlock things called chaotics, which are just legendaries but with better stats. There's volatile after chaotic, and then there's primordial, which as far as this past update is the best type of legendary you can get. So it's like, yeah, you start getting legendary guns, cool. But then you just go, okay, I got legendary guns now, I'm level 20, blah blah blah. Awesome, cool. And it's just like, okay, well now I got the same legendary gun, but now I'm level 40, so I'm max level. And you go, okay, so that's the best that's gonna get. You got your legendary, and it's the same gun, but now it's the max leveled version of that gun. You go, cool. And then you play Chaos Chambers with these guns, and then you start going, oh, well, now it's a legendary chaotic, and it's even better than the normal legendary 40 you have. You're like, awesome. And it just goes up and up and up. And when it's just like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, I'm ready for this. Give this to me. That's what I want. Oop. Give me some of that. How long have I been recording this session for? Or not technically this session, but this level. I haven't been really paying attention. I've been lost in my ramblings about zombies and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that was the first stage, I think. No. We might be hitting the end of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. We'll see. All I know is between last episode's business ramblings and this one, I'm not paying attention and my brain is just killing things. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, this is where we're going. And then next thing you know, I'm at the final boss of the run. I can't believe I practically spent the first 10 runs doing a possible featured run and not paying attention and killing a mushroom guy 80,000 times. And and all these episodes are going to be pre-recorded, and somebody's going to call it out. They're going to be like, dude, you're hitting featured run. And I'm not going to know. And it's not going to matter, because if that same person, if they call it out and they do watch enough to get to this point, they're going to be like, oh my god, my comment was pointless. He wouldn't have known, because by this point, if somebody may be commenting, that was weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he recorded this. And you'll never know until it's too late, and I'll get the last laugh. Yeah. That's just kind of how it's going. Well, we'll probably know after this level how far I've gone, because, like I said, haven't been paying attention. Been a bit on autopilot, just killing things in this game. Now that I'm remembering, yes, I gotta load up the Cyclopses so I can kill their eyes too. Okay, that didn't matter if I loaded them up. His eye still lived. Which means things are getting tough enough to where it's not gonna let me do that. But, you know, what can you do? It doesn't seem to be one of those boss quartz crystal things up there. I just hear a dude going and screaming. I've been getting worried since this whole past few days. My recordings have been being buggy on sound. I do believe OBS updated. I just gotta wait for Elgato to update. And it's funny because I mentioned that the other day. I'm like, oh, now my OBS is acting up. I turned my OBS on today and it has an update. Alright, so this is the final boss for this area. And then we can move on to being about halfway through of doing these chaos chambers. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Is this the necromancer? Yep. Oh, I hate this guy. He is one of the worst. I remember when I originally got the Chaos 14. Because yes, I have. If you haven't caught on by now, I have played these. I have played these runs. I just never got to 35. I think I only got actually to like 20 something. Like before I started doing this. And that was like, I just booted up the game and was like, okay, let's try and get the 20-something with the new update. When you beat one chaos level, they unlock like 2 for you, which is weird. Yeah, this Necromancer dude, when I originally got here, was the absolute worst. Because he's just so tanky. His shield regenerates, he hits hard, and he is just an all-around pain in the ass. But I believe his shield stops regenerating the moment you get his red life bar down, and then you can just start firing on that. Yeah, there we go. At least I know which one's actually the skeleton version of him, because the swords kind of stick out of him. I mean, I could just look on the map too, like I have been, and see his skull, his boss icon. Where'd he go? Yeah, get him. You ain't running from me, you old bat. Haha! He is dead. Victory is mine. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I just haven't been picking up these legendaries and been spending gems and blah blah blah. It's because I don't need to. Not until I start getting to around the level where I left off. Then I can start spending things.